Y'all crazy. I'm just telling you, this game comes down to this right here.
Oh no. Well, yeah, we're taking him to court.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So other
Yeah,
than
see you in the
that,
courtroom. Congrats, you're going to prison, Floyd.
You make a lot of money doing it. And the business model that he put out there, it doesn't necessarily work for everyone. Okay. But it's a business model. These fighters aspire to be great, but they also aspire to make a lot of money.
Leonard Ellerbe has reportedly said that Floyd Mayweather could face arrest over a $42 million scam. He admitted that not every business move works out and that things can sometimes go wrong. Ellerbe also hinted that Mayweather is mainly focused on making money from any source he can, no matter the risks or problems that come with it.
And the business model that he put out there, it doesn't necessarily work for everyone. Okay. But it's a business model, and these fighters aspire to be great, but they also aspire to make a lot of money.
At almost 50, Floyd Mayweather still shows off his wealth all over social media. Critics say this non-stop flaunting is pushing him toward financial trouble. Many think his obsession with posting every luxury buy and flashy moment is only speeding up his path to going broke.
They kind of, think it's a red flag when you're 50 years old and feel like almost 50 and still gotta flex on social media. But, people on social media do what they do best, especially black people, try to tear each other down. So people start researching, Angelique started researching, and they found out that Floyd was captain. Now, Floyd is part of like some type of ownership group that got a part of it. Then you got 50, they just passing these kids through. So it's a lot of stuff to worry about, but people online seeing what Floyd did or didn't buy, I just find it weird on his end that you still feel like you got to announce every move on social media. And that's his biggest reason why he going broke and why he gonna be broke. He want to keep up with the Joneses. At some point, even, Bill Gates ain't really never lived that lifestyle, but Steve, at some point, they scale it back. They had their fun. They probably bought the dream car, dream house, dream bitch. They had the fun, but they realized, okay, let me scale it back. At some point, you can't live your 40s and 50s like you 20 and 19. You can't live like that. It's okay, I don't really need a house in Cali or...
Mayweather's $42 million investment in real estate hasn't worked out as expected. According to Business Insider, he doesn't actually own the buildings he claimed to buy. The real owners haven't changed, and his strategy hasn't delivered the profits he promised, marking a major slip in his usually flashy lifestyle.
Floyd Mayweather, in this article, it states that he's spending $402 million in real estate investment in a 1,000-unit affordable housing portfolio in Upper Manhattan. The portfolio includes over 60 buildings and is one of the city's largest real estate deals of the year.
Wow. Well, thank you, Floyd Mayweather, for investing into New York real estate.
As someone who's worked closely with Mayweather for years, Leonard Ellerbe has seen how Floyd handles business. As a major part of Floyd's promotions, Ellerbe has observed his money moves up close. A big issue came up when Floyd reportedly failed to pay Gervonta Tank Davis what he was owed, raising serious questions about Floyd's financial ethics.
Floyd that basically gave him $1 million came out to Vegas and they had a whole backstory to that. And I'm pretty sure Leonard was around seeing all that. And what you're saying doesn't sound far-fetched. And I'm not agreeing with you just to agree with you, but like the champ may be hurt just because like you a human being, you could whoop ass, but you're still a human being, right? You may be hurt that you missed a moment. I've also seen guys where, they moment passed and you try to hold on to things and that becomes an element of it. But then also it's just not a Leonard Ellerbe thing. There's a lot of people who may be in position around a Floyd Mayweather, but whatever deal they agreed to at the time didn't allow them to get all the money that they probably could have earned, right? And so he probably sees the infrastructure that Tank doesn't have in the relationship, and he's not saying, hey man, it ain't fuck you, champ.
After seeing Floyd's behavior over time, Leonard Ellerbe chose to step down as CEO of Mayweather Promotions. His exit points to rising frustration within Floyd's inner circle, especially over how Floyd ran the business and failed to fairly reward those who supported him.
Welcome to In This Corner. Breaking news, Leonard Ellerbe has stepped down as CEO from Mayweather Promotions. Mayweather acknowledges Leonard Ellerbe, but also says that they will now be joining forces with Richard Schaefer. Why do you think Leonard Ellerbe stepped down? Is it really the end for Mayweather Promotions? As many people say, lots of their fighters have now walked away from the promotional company. Chime in, tell me what you think.
Leonard's exit from Mayweather Promotions wasn't the only departure. Gervonta Davis also left, sparking doubts about Floyd's management. Floyd tried to downplay it, saying he made Tank a millionaire and that Tank's decision to leave was his own. Floyd's dismissive attitude only fueled more speculation about the true reasons behind these exits.
Gervonta Davis, but I seen recently that he's actually looking to leave. So how does that relationship work? How does that work as far as, grooming somebody, getting them to a point, and then having some differences?
I've always been a gentleman. I've always been respectful, and there's nothing like taking a kid that come from the same background as you and helping them and put them in a position to become a multi-millionaire. You meet a kid, he come up to you for an autograph. You sign an autograph for him, then I tell him, in a few years when you get older, I'm gonna work with you and I'm gonna make you world champion someday. Years later, I started working with him, helped him, pushed him to be great. And if he feels like, he's grew wings where he can fly, become his own boss, more power to him.
Floyd Mayweather is well known for showing off his wealth, splurging on everything from cars to clothes. He's always flaunting his lavish lifestyle on social media, proud of his riches. However, this constant spending has raised concerns about whether he can keep it up in the long run, especially given his questionable business practices.
We got options. I got about 100 cars, but right here, we like to call this the Sweet 16. Lambo, Ferrari, Lambo, Maybach, a Maybach, whatever you want to call it. Of course, the McLaren, the original McLaren. Bentley, Rolls, the Maybach truck or Maybach truck, whatever you want to call it.
Recently, Logan Paul threatened Floyd with legal action over millions he claims Floyd hasn't paid, vowing to take the issue to court. Logan's remarks were sharp, suggesting that Floyd's failure to pay could eventually land him in prison. This public feud adds to the growing image of Floyd's alleged financial mismanagement and disregard for his contractual commitments.
Or is that something that you can't disclose right now?
He has not paid me in full. That is a fact.
No
Short
way.
a few mil, yeah.
Wow. Still a few mil.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Have you been in contact with him?
Nah, we're taking this for the court.
No, are you being serious? Is this like a...
Do I look serious, lady?
You do. I'm just making sure. I apologize.
Really?
I'm just...
Nah, I'm not. Yeah, we're taking him to court.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So,
See you in the courtroom. Congrats, you're going to prison, Floyd.
This isn't the first time Floyd Mayweather has faced legal issues. He has a complicated history with the law, having served time in jail before. Despite his wealth, Floyd has often said he feels trapped, pointing out the cost of his fame and fortune. His past legal troubles seem to follow a pattern, often tied to his financial decisions.
I use life.
Rapper 50 Cent also shared his experience, recalling when he ran Mayweather Promotions while Floyd was in jail. However, when Floyd was released, he reportedly forgot what 50 had done for him and didn't repay the millions he had invested.
Pain that goes on where, it's $300,000 chains being bought and buying the new Lamborghini and all these new things. And I'm sitting there going, yo, when you gonna give me the money?
Because you're already invested.
Right, like when you gonna give me your half of the money back. But I ain't trying to press him because he just got out of jail.
Right.
So it's like, let him cool his heels before you.
Was that in the millions?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you sitting there big, and I'm like, yo, so when, but see, the fighters are an asset in themselves. They are that talent, regardlessly. Right. So I'm looking at him going, so there ain't no pressure there, but I'm saying, when is he gonna say he wants to, to give me the other half of it? Why I gotta ask you for it?
Right.
And then
are we talking over 2 million?
It's about that.
Floyd's response to 50 Cent was that he never asked him to take over, reinforcing the idea that Floyd often disregards loyalty and business commitments. His history is filled with scandals, especially involving finances. One major incident included allegations of scamming people and failing to pay taxes on his earnings. There was even a report of him being held hostage in Dubai over unpaid bills for expensive jewelry. These incidents have only fueled growing doubts about his business practices and personal integrity.
Well, it turns out that the rumors were true, and Floyd Mayweather has been trapped in Dubai for the last 50 days. Gervonta Davis was the first to claim it. Now multiple insider sources have confirmed that he is in fact trapped in Dubai for a debt that has nothing to do with boxing. After doing a little digging, it seems that someone in his camp, while he was shopping for jewelry in Dubai, stole one of the pieces, got away with it, and then blocked all communication with Mayweather. Since then, Floyd has already paid for the jewelry, but they refuse to let him go until they get their piece back. And allegedly, this guy right here is the thief that started this whole mess.
Public perception of Floyd's financial practices remains clouded by his past actions. Despite claiming to be a successful businessman, many view him as someone focused on short-term gains rather than long-term stability. His financial decisions, especially involving friends, partners, and fans, suggest that Mayweather's wealth may be more about show than sound financial planning.
50, aka Ferrari F50. So 50's obviously going to take any chance that he can to troll Floyd Mayweather. And I don't know how accurate or true this is. 50 said it was true and then removed it off his Instagram like he sometimes does. He'll chime in on things and then remove it. But luckily for me, I know that he does that, so I screenshot everything that he posts. Just because, he'll remove it and then it's hard to find it. I'm like, damn, it was up there. So just for like podcasts and just research purposes, I always screenshot them, have it on my phone. That way if it's removed, it's like, hey, he did post this. So what am I talking about? Let's go over this. 50 Cent has weighed in on a shocking claim in the ongoing spat between Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis, saying he believes a belief that has allowed him to get in some digs of his own.
When asked about Floyd's alleged hostage situation in Dubai, Leonard Ellerbe chose to stay silent. His decision not to comment has only fueled more curiosity about the relationships within Floyd's inner circle. It's unclear whether Ellerbe's silence shows loyalty or if he's quietly acknowledging a deeper truth about Floyd's business practices.
In my opinion, Tank is the best fighter in the entire world. And another terrific opportunity on June the 15th to go out there and show you guys why he's the top dog.
Just out of curiosity, bro, he said that Floyd was kidnapped by the Abu Dhabi folks. Any comment on that?
And again, like I was just saying, Tank's that guy. And for all the guys out there in the weight class and around the weight class, he's coming to get each and every one of you guys.
Floyd Mayweather didn't just spend recklessly. He's also been accused of making money through questionable promotions and scams. He allegedly took money from fans for events or merchandise that never happened. A TikTok expose showed how Mayweather's brand relied more on hype than actual substance, with many of his promotions failing to deliver, leaving fans disappointed.
I am just flabbergasted that the highest paid boxer, one of the most famous people on the planet, Floyd Mayweather, has managed to become a repeat offender as a scam artist.
NFT world, guess what?
Guess what?
Drop. And of course, I'm the money man. But guess what?
Sure are.
We're not done yet.
We aren't?
They told me
there's more scamming to be done.
And it's not over.
Oh my God.
Autograph gloves.
Oh my God. That's incredible. 2,000 people that invest in his NFT project get a chance to win autographed gloves. It's crazy. But you might be asking, did he actually follow through on his promises and deliver these gloves? Of course he did.
Money May, you all know the rest.
Money May, you all know the rest. You just got scammed again.
Another example of Floyd's questionable business practices is his involvement in promoting cryptocurrency schemes. Despite his immense wealth, Floyd is accused of endorsing fake crypto projects, taking millions in exchange for promoting ventures that ultimately failed. This pattern reveals Floyd's focus on making money from any opportunity, regardless of its legitimacy or potential consequences. While his social media portrays him as a financial success, the reality may be quite different. Scams, failed investments, and broken promises have slowly eroded the image he's carefully crafted. Behind the flashy spending and displays of wealth lies a much darker financial reality.
At one point, you were getting celebrity endorsements. One was DJ Khaled, hilarious, and Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
And he posted on his Instagram him taking this what do you call it? The Centra card?
Centra card.
The
Yeah,
Centra card. And going and purchasing something with his Bitcoin at a store.
Yeah.
He did that knowing that it didn't work.
Floyd Mayweather doesn't know anything that's going on, really. So like what
we all know that.
Yeah.
The guy can't read,
Yeah.
How much did you guys pay him?
Like $1 million.
He took that knowing or not caring if it worked?
It was just not knowing, right? Like they didn't care. He does a million promotions like that. It was basically you speak to his manager.
Yeah.
He's like, this is Floyd's price. You send the money over.
Yeah.
The manager makes his little cut from it. And he just says, what do you want me to say? And what do you want me to do?
Okay.
Right. And you just basically give him his script and he just does it.
Despite his immense wealth, Floyd is accused of endorsing fake crypto projects, taking millions in exchange for promoting ventures that ultimately failed. This pattern reveals Floyd's focus on making money from any opportunity, regardless of its legitimacy or potential consequences. While his social media portrays him as a financial success, the reality may be quite different. Scams, failed investments, and broken promises have slowly eroded the image he's carefully crafted. Behind the flashy spending and displays of wealth lies a much darker financial reality. That's it for today's video. Stay tuned and see you next time.